who are the top 10 wide receivers walking into 2022. I'm breaking down every name you see on screen. We are going to drag them in order. Who are the top 10 Dynasty wide receivers 2022 style? The Fantasy Football Show
begins now. This is the Fantasy Football Show with your host, Smitty.
Top 5 running back.
You're watching the Fantasy Football Show.
Smitty.
Take a lap.
In the year 2022, we can't have Tyreek Hill and Adams at 1 and 2. It's not going to happen. But how far down do we bump these guys? Again, none of this is incorporating 2021. The remainder of 2021, nothing matters. We're predicting how people finish, but we're only ranking 2022 wide receivers. The number one wide receiver in fantasy football in 2022, I hate to break the news to you, it's got to be Ja'Marr Chase. The guy's only going to get better. His quarterback is only going to get better. And it would be reckless to not put him number 1 overall. 4 wide receivers in 2022 and beyond. It seems a little premature. It seems a little bit aggressive, but I venture to say I'm going to get very little pushback on this. In fact, I think I get more pushback if I didn't put him 1 and I put Jefferson number 1. If you own this man in Dynasty, you need to be very, very excited. And I did a video at the beginning of the year where I predicted my top 3 wide receivers for 2022. And I had Jefferson and Chase and Lamb and Devontae Smith, who we'll talk about in a minute, really, really high. And again, you're in the future right now. This is what it looks like. I'm not predicting. This is what is going on here in the future. Who's number 2 right now in 2022 as I sit here in the future? Well, in 2022, Justin Jefferson is the number 2 ranked wide receiver in fantasy football. And this is Dynasty. This isn't 2022 redraft. This is 2022 Dynasty. And Jefferson is young. He's only going to get better. His quarterback situation is really why he's not at number 1. With Burrow and Chase and the connection they have and how good Ja'Marr Chase is in his rookie year, or how good he was because we're in the future, it's impossible to put him at number 2 with the quarterback situation being so much better than Justin Jefferson's in Minnesota. But Jefferson's a talent. Talent always finds a way, and it's pretty hard to not have him number 2 overall. The only guy I'm tempted to put number 2 overall, I'm going to put number 3 and feel pretty good about it, is my boy Ceedee Lamb. That's right. These are the top 3 wide receivers walking into 2022 and beyond from a dynasty perspective. Ceedee Lamb has the hands, the speed, the offense, the quarterback, touchdown potential galore. Honestly, his situation is better than Justin Jefferson. I could easily put him at number 2 and I wouldn't bat an eye. I think right now this feels most comfortable to me, but I love all 3 of these guys. And if I own all 3 in Dynasty, you've got a grin from ear to ear, I'm sure, walking out of this video. This is where it gets really, really tough, because now you start pulling at, okay, well, how many years you got left in Adams? How many years you got left in Tyreek Hill? What's happening with Aaron Rodgers in the future, Smitty? Is Adams catching footballs from Love? Is he franchise tagged in Green Bay? Like with Jefferson, I think no matter what happens with Adams, who's throwing him the football? Is it Love? Is he franchise tagged? Is he in Green Bay? Is he elsewhere? Maybe he follows A-Rod over to Denver, to wherever, which I wouldn't love for Judy, but
hey, Smitty, shouldn't you know where he is? Isn't this the future?
I'm going to tell you right now, it doesn't matter if he's a little bit older than some of the other players on screen. You're still ranking Tyreek Hill number 4 overall because of what he can deliver for the next couple years, even if he fell off the map, let's say his 3rd year from 2022 on. If you only got 2022 and 2023, and then let's say he retires in 2024, and you know that to be a fact, you still can rank him right here because of what he can do for 2 years. And the same thing can be said for Davante Adams, who I'm going to rank next. What you're getting out of Davante Adams is plenty. Even if you only get 2 years or 2.5 years, whatever, that's a long time in fantasy football. So pretty easy decision for me to rank Adams right here at number 5 overall. So we got Chase number 1, Jefferson number 2,
Ceedee Lamb
number 3, Tyreek Hill number 4, and Davante Adams number 5. Gets a little tough right here. What do? Do you go with Kupp or Kupp? I think it's pretty hard not to put Kupp right here. It really is. I mean, you could argue Kupp at 3, 4, 5. I bet the most pushback I get is that Kupp fell all the way to number 6. People are going to be out of their mind. But it's important to remember that Kupp is no younger than Adams or Tyreek Hill. In fact, Kupp is 28, turning 20. Well, by the time you get to this time and place in the future, he'll be 29. But Hill is actually younger than Cooper Kupp. So out of Adams, Kupp, and Hill, Kupp is the oldest of the 3, Hill being like a year younger. So to me, this is about right. And I wouldn't be opposed to somebody saying, hey, Smitty, you got to put, Diggs in there above Kupp or above Adams. Look, I love Stefon Diggs. And while he's no spring chicken himself, Diggs may be 27 in your time right now in 2021, but right when 2022 comes around, he will have just turned 28 years old. So Diggs, Kupp, Adams, Hill, wouldn't be opposed to someone saying, I got to go younger with McLaurin here at number 5, or I like AJ Brown more at number 4. You can make these arguments all day long. Metcalf. Now, I do worry about his long-term health. I'm going to put AJ Brown here. I'm going to put Metcalf right here. I can make arguments all over the place, but this gives us 1, Jamar Chase, 2, Justin Jefferson, 3, Ceedee Lamb, 4, Tyreek Hill, 5, Davante Adams, 6, Cooper Kupp, 7, is Stefon Diggs, 8, AJ Brown, 9, DK Metcalf. Who's number 10? Unfortunately, right now, it can't be Smith because we haven't seen him progress enough. I don't think it's his fault. He's a major talent. He's in a much worse situation than Jamar Chase is over in Cincinnati. Mike Thomas is hard to rank there without seeing him rebound, which we may or may not in 2021. Time will tell. And while Hopkins might seem older to a lot of you, he's in the same age range as Adams, Kupp, and Diggs. So I'm going to put him right here at number 10, but I'm tempted to move him up to like 8 or 9. You get a lot of years back by going with Brown or DK, but Hopkins wouldn't be bad anywhere in this Adams to Metcalf range. And I don't think you can really go wrong. Now, Ridley missed the cut. McLaurin missed the cut. Mike Thomas missed the cut. Missing the cut, Devontae Smith, Hollywood Brown, Godwin Evans, Keenan Allen, DJ Moore. I know a lot of DJ Moore owners are going to be mad about that. Jerry Jeudy, I like Jerry Jeudy, but not yet. He's getting close to this range, I think. And depending on how he finishes in 2021, something you will witness soon, he may or may not move up or down. Mike Williams, I know a lot of people are going to be like, where's Mike Williams? Well, I'll put Mike Williams in this group because he definitely deserves to be one of the next players up potentially. But he's not in my top 10. Ridley's not in my top 10. He's got to prove a little bit more to get back into my good graces when you're talking about these big names right here. McLaurin, I like McLaurin a lot. I could argue McLaurin at 9 or 10 or 8. In fact, we can put him over here and just call it some kind of tie. I love McLaurin. I love his future. But these guys right here feel definitely on the fringe of being in this top 10 group. McLaurin, he can have a cup of coffee with all these guys. I'm curious to know who you believe should be on this top 10 list that isn't, or in this alternate group right here. Drop your comment below. Let me know what you think. And let me know who owns like the top 3 guys. Does anybody own Chase, Jefferson, and Lamb on one single Dynasty team? I want to know about it in the comments. Catch all my content at Smitty1.com. Get my text device at HeySmitty.com.
And watch my Spotify show.
Exclusive Spotify videos dropping every week. Just go to Smitty1.com and click on that Spotify logo. Follow, get ready. Comment below, let's go.
This is the Fantasy Football Show with your host, Smitty.
Top 5 running back. You're watching the Fantasy Football Show.
Smitty!